Amulet, Titan, Valakut, in looking at Modern through that lens now of what it is right now, in what Amulet Titan was, and what Modern was a year ago, I think is fascinating. The Hivemind package from a year ago, the Lotus Bloom package from a year ago, the Through the Breach package that Dom won an event with was radical, and Coalition Relic was the best new card for Amulet Titan, and now it's so bad power level wise, no one's going to run it because that's how much Modern has changed here. And just a little bit ago, we got the Castle Garenbrig, we got the Field of the Dead, and we got Once Upon a Time. But just in the last set, all over again, we got this brand new card, Dryad of the Elysian Grove. And everyone knows Dryad Valakut makes everything a mountain, makes Valakut very scary. But Valakut's never been, it isn't Amulet Titan's plan A. Their plan A is getting a Titan into play and then winning from there and doing whatever toolbox thing we need to do to win the game from there, whether it's Field the Dead, whether it's Chain Titans, whether it's grab a Pack of Negation or an EE, or grab Bajuka Bog and Radiant Fountain, whatever it is. Plan A is always Titan, and that's a strength of this deck. Another cool strength about the deck is how Plan A synergizes so well with Plan B, Plan C, Plan D. I was just talking about how old Abzan Company lists, the Plan A of this list, Abzan Company, was Devoted Druid. The Plan B was Kitchen Finks Infinite Life. And because both of those plans hinged on Vizier, it made the deck much, much stronger. Because now all of a sudden you have Devoted Druid making Vizier better, and Finks making Vizier better, and all the decks, my match started, but all the plans are all hinged upon this cohesiveness. They're all kind of working together pretty well. And if you look at like Amulet Titan right now, it's all built upon landing a turn 3 Titan. And then from there, how you win is that's the difference. Figuring it out from there. So we have a match right here. I am on the draw with some Once Upon a Times. If I can use my first Once Upon a Time to pick up a Forest, play an Amulet. My second Once Upon a Time can pick up a Titan. I think this hand is fine. I have plenty of mana here as long as I get a untapped, really just not a bounce land, and I'll be fine. Okay. Up against mono red. That was almost painful, but I have there's 2 Titans now at the bottom of my deck. Luckily that I drew that pact, but yikes. Okay, so next turn I get a Azusa. And then Azusa will let me land a Grazer, and hopefully I can set myself up to not die. And Titan. Good. Play Grazer. Grazer will put Breeding Pool into play. I will not pay 2 life. That will untap. I'll cast a Once Upon a Time. And I will pick up, I guess, a Castle Garenbrig. That way, even if they blow up my Amulet somehow, I still get the Titan. And I think I'm just very far ahead here. Now, I could just be dead at the same time. If my opponent just has like a bunch of Manamorphose chains with a crash through, I could just be absolutely dead. Yep. Mountain and a fiery islet. Okay. Wish I had Kelney Garden here right now, but I do not. Do I want Valakut? Or... So I got Handweir Battlements. And Gruul Turf. Five. Now I can trigger Field. And Radiant Fountain or Bog. They're just going to... They have the Lava Dart that's already exiled, so I'm going to grab the Radiant Fountain here, gain a little bit of life, and get 2 zombies. So now I put myself in a spot where if my opponent has crashed through, I'm dead, but if they had crashed through, they probably would have used it last turn. And then next turn, I get to get Valakut and pretty much put the game out of the way. But I could have cast Dryad this turn. I could have grabbed like Valakut and a bounce land, cast Dryad, and then maybe that would have been better. But I think I just put myself in a spot where I was... Actually, no, I should have grabbed like Gruul Turf and Valakut, untap them, play Dryad, play any other land, and then kill that Kiln Fiend. That probably would have been a slightly better line. Either way, I want Dismembers in here. Ethergus is pretty good at removing these really annoying creatures. Baloth can get in their way a little bit. Rexage in case they run Blood Moon. Pact the Negation gets cut. Explorers are better than Scouts. Cut my Cavern because I don't need it anymore because I cut my Scouts. Cut a Summoner's Pact. And... I'll cut an Azusa. So I should have done there is absolutely, definitely have grabbed that Valakut and made that play there. Once Upon a Time, untap land, play turn 1 Amulet. No blue sources. Yeah, this hand's a mull. Okay, I got turn 1 Garenbrig, turn 2 Explore. This might be too slow, but it might be fine. And then I'll cut Azusa to keep the Dryad. Dryad's a little bit bigger of a body. Doesn't die to Bolt. That card is so scary. Yeah. Here's a Metamorphose. So am I getting one-shotted is the question. If I do, I assume Lava Dart's got something to do with it. Yep. You can sack your mountain if you choose. Light of the stage gave a land and crash through. Okay. 16, 17. I'm going to get 2 life. Okay. All right. One, two, three, four. Kind of locked into blocking here, but then my opponent's got 6 cards in hand. A Lava Dart kills me. A Lava Spike kills me. Do I live? It's a little exciting. Do I live here? I guess I do. All right. So my opponent dies. So play this. Get Valakut and Valakut. Then I'm going to play Handweaver Battlements, and then I'm going to play Forest. I'm going to attack with Titan if I need to. Actually, I just guess playing my land drops kills them. But just for flavor, I get to attack here. All right. So I got to definitely fade a lethal attack from my opponent there, but that was something that I don't think I could have done with Azusa, and Dryad just being a 2/4 body was definitely pretty nice there. So a little bonus match for the YouTube channel and for all of you right now. I'm pretty happy with Amulet Titan in general right now. I think I want to match up, maximize my use of, do I want Grazer or Scout? I'm doing a 2-2 split right now, mostly for sideboarding purposes. Matchups like that, I'm going to be siding up my Scouts, and I'd rather still have some early ramp. I really do like the 4 1-drop ramp, 4 Dryad, 2 Azusa, 2 Explore. I think that's a pretty solid line to put it at. I'm happy with that. I think 8 3-drops is a bit heavy unless we want to add one more 1-drop, like 4 Scouts and 1 Grazer or some combination of 5 of those. Otherwise, I think that just 8 3-drops is a little clunky sometimes. Because if we don't have a turn 1 Scout or a turn 1 Amulet, it can be a little awkward to not do anything for 3 turns in Modern. Now, the big question I've been trying to figure out is Handweaver Battlements versus as the haste spell, Haste Land, or Slayer Stronghold. Slayer Stronghold is way better, not even a competition. Giving +2 attack and vigilance for just 1 more mana is very much worth it. Sunhome isn't as big of a loss because we have Valakut now, and Valakut with Dryad can kind of be like that double strike purpose. But I miss Slayer's Stronghold. What I don't miss is the Boros Garrison, and Boros Garrison has always been a clunky land. When I first picked up Amulet Titan 14, 15 months ago, whatever it was, and I started tracking the data, I hated the mana base. And the mana base has gotten so much better, in part thanks to Castle Garenbrig. You can just Gemstone Mine was always very good, and Gemstone Mine was the band-aid on the terrible mana base that was Amulet Titan. But now we're cutting Gemstone Mines for more green sources. And I know Gemstone Mine is a turn 1 green source, but we're doing it for more permanent. Like the whole mana base now is built around this green-blue shell. And I tested that a while ago when everyone was running Serum Visions. And I didn't like Serum Visions, but I liked the green-blue mana base. If you cut Boros Garrison and Slayer's Stronghold, and you cut Sunhome, and you run Handwear Battlements instead, you get 2 more slots. Because you basically lose Boros Garrison and Sunhome, and Slayers and Handwear are 1-for-1 replacements. Those 2 more slots can be extra utility lands. You can run like a County Garden if you choose. You can run a fetch land, which works really well with Valakut or Field of the Dead, while also helping you out early game against like a Blood Moon if you can kind of prep around it. Or you can just run more lands in whatever meta you anticipate. Is it a heavy dredge meta? You can run an extra Bajuka Bog if you really needed to. You really free up that mana base. You could even run an extra Cavern if you expect a good deal of control, something like that. And I think that freeing up of the mana base, it's not as locked in. You start it with the Boros Garrison, the Slayers, a Stronghold. You need the 4, green sources. You need a Gemstone Mine. You need other bounce lands. Your Radiant Fountain. Blah blah blah. The 2 Teleria West. Now that you can free that up a little bit, you can have a lot more flexibility with what you're doing with your mana base, and I'm really excited for what that means going forward with Amulet Titan. But it is late for me, so I'm actually going to be signing off. Leave comments on YouTube or message me on Discord if you have any questions. I love talking Magic. Thank you very much, and have a good night.